CSE Investment Podcast. And Randy's trying to get in, by the way. I just got a text from Randy Dirk. He's trying to get in. You might help him out there. So anyhow, I want to welcome everybody. If you want to check out our website, compoundstockearnings.com, it's got all our programs and our seminars and what things cost, and check it out and sign up for the free Cal report that comes out every Friday. It's dated for Saturday. It'll be 20 years old in January. And there's a lot of client emails in there, and our experts here at CSE answer those emails. And so you can really get a good feel for what people are earning and what problems, if any, they're having, and how good the support is. And we're missing a few people today. We have John, our captive client up in Chicago. He's here, and we have Randy's trying to get in now. He hadn't quite made it, but he'll be here. Keith may be here. Keith is traveling today, and he was going to try to get on if he was in a place where he had a good connection. And so he's down in Joni or over in Georgia attending a college event for their girls who are in college there. So it's me and John in Chicago, and Randy will be here, and that's plenty. A couple of things I always kind of talk about, a few things. Some of them are mundane, some of them are really exciting, and some of them are crazy. The exciting one is, I've talked forever about the coming of no commission trades, and I think J.P. Morgan has now said they're coming out with that in a few months. But the catch is, you get 100 free trades. Anybody does, but if you're a bank customer with so much money in there, then you get forever free trades. But 100 free trades is a lot, particularly if you're doing like the momentum trading, micro moment trading. I've run the numbers showing what if you just did one trade a week, you can achieve incredible results with just one trade a week. With that, only be 52 trades out of the year. So you got a lot of extra trades to go. And so that's interesting. There's the first one, Robinhood, kind of an unusual name for a brokerage outfit, but they've been around for several years now. And you can trade everything on there. You can trade stocks and all our techniques on Robinhood, and they don't charge you anything. You don't have to have any balances there. So, and I'm sure there's a number of others. I think Schwab's coming out with a no commission. We've been predicting that for several years now. And it's coming to fruition. I have to put in, you see on TV a lot, they have these programs, good, bad, and ugly. I got to tell you an ugly one, Walt Disney. Walt Disney's doing the sneakiest thing on the face of the earth. Yesterday, they announced that everybody that works at Walt Disney will get free tuition to go to college online. Now, it's obvious. It's obvious, number one, if they all went and got college degrees, they'd all leave. So, they're trying to get them captive in there. So they'll have to stay, and they'll get all those online degrees, which won't be worth a whole lot because they're going to get stupid degrees, not going to be able to get a job anyhow. So if they ever be trapped at Disney, you'll see Mickey will get old and decrepit, and but he'll have a degree in psychiatry or something like that. There were a couple other things that was of interest, but I didn't write them down. Just a bunch of just crazy stuff. We're watching the possible hurricane in Hawaii. Talked to a few friends out there yesterday, and John on here, his wife and daughter. He just is a brand new grandfather, and they're out there in Hawaii, and so he's watching that with a lot of interest. So we just got back from Puerto Rico. Got back on Monday, and other than having some pretty dynamic computer problems, not related to being in Puerto Rico, but just I don't know what happened, but. We've had a busy week trying to get all that straightened out. We have John on here. John, there's Randy. Hey, Randy, how you doing? Okay.
Yep.
I'm glad you got on. We're missing Cezanne and Joni. They had a college function today, and Keith is traveling with his wife. They're going to Florida, and he's going to try to be on if he can find a good connection. So he may or not. But we have John on here, myself, and you now. And so that's good. Did you hear what I was saying about the no trade fees?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and Robinhood and Disney with the new online degrees.
You're going to trap all these. Yeah, because it's so hard. Labor's so tight. So now they're doing that, giving them those that 100% paid for, and but they got to keep working there. So you're going to have a bunch of old, mouses and things like that running around. They'll stay there forever.
Now the popular college degree is in social justice. That's
social justice.
The kids are going for. Yeah.
The nice thing about all these people with these online at Disney is they're creating a workforce for the guys to actually go out and actually do something, become welders and plumbers and electricians, and end up owning the businesses. That'll give them somebody they can go hire. It'd be a big pool of employees at Disney, because they won't be able to get jobs with when they get all those social justice degrees and MySpace degrees and stuff like that. But
no more doping, a lot of docs, huh?
That's right. That's right. So let's see. I guess that was about it. So Randy, what's going on? How's your week gone?
Fantastic. For the momentum trading, which is the slower version of the trade the moment that Joni and Cezanne do, but Monday, our momentum trade entry on Monday closed out on Tuesday for 4.8% return. That was on IWM.
Fantastic.
As it was going up. And then in the covered call, the platinum service, 10 positions closed out on Friday for an average of 4.7% return total. So, and got I think 5 more positions for this week, ranging anywhere from 4% to 8% return for the week.
Yeah, that is fantastic. That's so good. I've got terrible news, Randy, for the Cow Report this weekend. All those emails you sent me were on my computer that went crazy and will not even cut on now. Yeah, so I'm still going to have the Cow Report editorial, and I got the emails for the clients wrote in emails, but you and Keith's emails disappeared, because I have those on a separate computer, and it happened to be the computer that blew up. So, but they'll all be back to normal
next week.
Yeah. For people that are listening, Randy and Keith send every single trade. All their trades are live with real money, and they send every single trade. Randy, why don't you explain to them what happens when they subscribe to your service and you're getting ready to do a trade, and how that works?
Yeah. So what Joe's talked about is what is called our platinum services, which is weekly coaching sessions for the individual techniques, whether it's covered call, which is what I do, or Keith does the credit spread. Joni and Cezanne do trade the moment, and I also do momentum trading. But we give a coaching webinar every week that's recorded and archived, so you can either be on there live and watch it, or you can watch it later on, and that teaches how to do the process. And then during the week, as we are actually finding positions that meet the rules of the techniques that we teach, we send out an alert that says, this is what we're getting ready to do. And that alert either comes up on your screen if you're logged in, or it comes up on your smartphone if you've loaded the smartphone alert, and that comes out in like seconds after we hit go. It's right on your smartphone. And then it also goes out at the same time, excuse me, via email, and that takes longer. And that could take anywhere from 1 minute up to a couple hours, depending on your individual email provider and server. And so then after we send that alert out, then we put the order into our own live account with our own money. And once that fills, then we send out another alert that says, okay, here's the actual that took place. Here's the actual amount that we paid or got back, or whatever that it was, whether it was a buy or a sell. And then you can follow right along. So you can follow right along, starting off with a virtual trade, so that you can practice with paper money instead of your real money. And then once you get good, then you can follow right along as well. So you get to see in action the techniques with real live in the market. These aren't just examples. These aren't like make-believe. These aren't what ifs. These are actual trades that we're doing in our own account with our own money. So you get to watch us right along step by step.
Yeah. When they subscribe to those to your service, then they're getting those deals before you make them. I think I'm just repeating what you said. They're getting those alerts before you do them. You put it out first. It comes by email, instant notice on your trading screen, and also on your smartphone. And the smartphone trading screen are instant. The email, yeah, who knows? Maybe they're instantly, maybe 2 days late, but at least you can print it and file it away and keep all the trades that way. And so it's just a fantastic service. And all three, Keith's service, Cezanne and Joni's, and Randy all have the same service. And so you can really do the trades that they're doing, because he doesn't do them before you have an opportunity to do them. You do them at the same time. He says, I'm getting ready to do this now. You've already followed him along, so you do the same thing. So that's great. And you can go to our website, compoundsstockearnings.com, and read more about all the things Randy does, the various techniques that he teaches, and other things that he does with CSE, and sign up. And I think some of them even have a 1 week or 2 week free trial, I think, Randy.
Yep.
And,
yep.
So you can try this, and like you said, use virtual trading. You don't have to use real money. Virtual trading is the closest thing to real trading that exists. And so you can become very proficient with the use of the technique. It takes as long as you want. And when you're doing good virtually, you're going to be the same thing with real money. So that's important. John, our captive client up in Chicago, had a good week. Partially, most of it was last week. John, why don't you go through those returns and let people know these are real trades? And John trades Randy's momentum trading, and also he does the micro moment trading that Cezanne and Joni send out alerts on. So go ahead, John.
Yeah, I did the best one, I guess, was real early last Friday when the market just opened. I made 16.88% on that one, and just maybe that was a little bit longer than a micro moment. It took about 7 minutes, but you could, I guess, attribute that to fat fingers. Then about an hour later, it just kept going up, so I got into a different call. The first one was 215, then Apple kept going up, so it was 217.5, but I made almost 10% on that in about 15 minutes. But then I got a little too bold, and a couple hours later got into another one, but luckily it made about 12.61%. So the total for Friday and for the week was 39.43%. So I just should have packed it in right then, and that's pretty much what I did. So unfortunately, all those record market returns they're talking about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Apple just wasn't lending itself to much of a micro moment opportunity. So I haven't traded anything in that respect this week. It was just tough watching it bouncing around. It's actually
I don't think Cezanne made a single Apple trade this week either. So
right.
So, and nobody else did too much. You did about more than I think Marian had a good return on an Apple trade. Mary, for people out there, she's a client of ours, has been for a really long time, and sometimes she's on here, and but she does the micro moments and Randy's momentum trades, and she's real good. Been doing it a long time. So
Marian,
again, if you go,
Marian just said she's listening to the podcast today. She's out there.
Oh, she is listening.
Say
I'm
hello,
going to be
Marian.
nice. Yeah. Go if you want to send us an email, podcast, compoundsstockearnings.com. You can send it now. We probably won't get it to speak about it today, but next Thursday we'll be able to address it, and we will answer it anyhow. But just send us anytime. Just send it to podcast at compoundsstockearnings.com. That's for email. We have a phone number. It's 214-377-1108. However, the phone number is not the phone is not at the right place today, so don't call. It ain't going to be answered. So the gentleman that answers the phone is not there. He's traveling also. Everybody seems to be traveling. I guess it's the summertime into summer. So it's really, really, really crazy. So returns for the, I guess, since we talked last.
Did you tell them about the signing up for the Cow Report to get the free weekly newsletter?
I did that. Yeah, right before you got on, Randy, again, I mentioned it again, go to our website, compoundsstockearnings.com, sign up for the free Cow Report. It has all the trades in it that go out to you. You see what these things look like, and you can see what other people are saying, what they're doing, how they're answering questions, how Randy and Keith and Cezanne and Joni are answering those questions. And you can really get a good feel for what everybody at CSE is doing. And also, again, when you go to compoundstockinvestors.com, you can see all the different techniques we have, what they cost, if you get free trials or not. And it's just a great place to learn and do things with CSE. Trying to think if there was anything else. Again, I didn't know if you knew this, Randy, but John's a brand new grandfather.
I saw that, and I think on my webinar yesterday, I think I said congratulations to John.
Yeah. So you know how you normally bragging about himself. Anyhow, now he's got something else.
All he's been doing is smiling the entire time. I haven't seen that big smile on his face, because that's what grandpas do,
Yeah. Unfortunately, his wife is with his daughter, and his daughter lives in Hawaii.
Hawaii, I know, and that hurricane's heading out there.
Yeah. So hopefully the best will happen. It's supposed to be a lot weaker. It'll be tonight Hawaiian time. There's 5 hours difference right now, but it'll be early in the morning our time, and probably about 11 or 12 their time tonight. But it's supposed to be decreasing a little bit. It's still Category 4, I think, 130, 40 mile an hour winds. But we'll see how that goes. So, well, I guess Keith's not going to make it, and we knew Cezanne and Joni's not. So we'll call it a day. Randy, thank you for being here. John, thank you for being here. And hope everybody has a good day. The week's almost over, and we'll go from there. See everybody next week. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.